Yeah, hi there again. One last little bit for this morning, or for now. Still trying to suss out how this thing works, and it seems to only give you part of the conversation. But I'll have to go back and have a look. Back with depression, it's like, you know, it it's a tough life. Um, you know, you could be walking along and bump into somebody. They could be as polite as anything, and they could be suffering with depression or any problems that they may have. It's it's difficult. Um, like I've been doing a few photos and calling it walking with depression. I find that sort of helps me getting out there walking, taking photos. I love taking photos. I do a lot of selfies myself, but that's to myself feel better. Um, been through a lot of trauma, and it's like if you see somebody, they might be sitting there sad alone, and just go up and say good morning. The worst thing you can get is somebody just say, okay. But then again, somebody might just want to talk. And, 5, 10 minutes of talking to somebody that has depression or mental illness is great because a lot of us people, they don't want to talk about it. You're not just going to go up to somebody and say, hey, look, I've got depression. Um, what can we do? It doesn't work that way. Um, you got to push through and you got to talk about it. The more you talk about it, the easier it gets. But it is hard to talk about it. Um, I go into my shell quite a lot of the times, especially in my darker spaces, and find it hard to talk about. Sometimes I leave it too late and do stupid things. But hey, I'm still here today talking to you. Um, so, like I say, push forward, do your best, and that's all I can say, to be quite honest. Um, there are so many things I could talk about, which I won't at the moment. In different ways, it affects different people. Silly things that we do, silly things that we think. I have too many thoughts, too many bad thoughts that get stuck in my head. Overthinking all night, not sleeping well. It's not the best, but you wake up the next morning, and especially like today, if it's a nice day, get up, go out and enjoy yourselves. Anyway, bye for now. Hopefully, we'll talk again soon. I just got to pluck up more courage. Love you all. Be safe. Yep, back again. Just moved along a bit to a different spot. Um, Depression. Well, not much to say, is there really? Yeah, I do. I get out most mornings to clear my head. Some mornings I can't clear my head, but I still push myself to get up and get out. And some people think, oh yeah, you're lazy, you do nothing, and put a number on you. But it's not. It's in your mind. It's in your head, and it's very hard to clear, especially with past traumas that some people get, which I'm not really going to talk about at the moment because I have to put a restricted age on it. And this is just for everybody, especially our kids, our youth, um, that are taking their own lives every day, which is so sad. Um, and adults, it, it can get to you. And 1 minute you're in that really, really dark place. It's like imagine being stuck down a big hole covered in mud, and you have a ladder, and each one of the ladder is very unstable. And you try to climb up the ladder each day to get out, but each run splits and breaks, and you fall back down. And it's that time you've got to start thinking really hard, how am I going to get out of this? That's keep going, keep trying. Use everything and anything around you to repair the runs so you can get up and out of that dark hole. It could be anything. there could be some straw or any bits and pieces down the hole that you could maybe fix these runs. Yes, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. You could get halfway up and fall back down. But hey, don't give up. Keep trying, and one day you will reach the top. And you'll think, wow, I'm out of that dark place. But no, it hasn't gone. It's still there, but you're out of it. And it's a good day. I'm having a good day. A good day is worth so much more than the bad days that you have. But hey, be strong, be safe, and I'm going to hopefully do a few more of these. I don't know whether anyone gets to see them or whatever happens, but I'm going to try my best. So, hey, everybody, be safe. Lots of love. Depression part 2. I usually just take a load of photos and say, as the title, walking with depression. But I can't really walk. I'm not walking at the moment. I'm sat down talking to you guys. So if you are struggling out there, don't give up. Just do what you can and do best. For me, doing this now is quite hard. Hey, I've got to get that message out there that no one's perfect. Yeah, like day to day is very hard. We just got, like I said before, push on with it and carry on with life. So many people out there don't understand about depression and how it affects people, especially our youngsters now. You know, there's too many youngsters falling through the nets, through schools and stuff, through bullying and all sorts of things through life can affect you with your depression and all sorts of things. Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about, but I think we have to talk about this and get this out there. It's like nowadays, you know, I'm getting to the age where, hey, I don't care if, you know, people are going to go and laugh at my videos and take the mick. I've gone through too much over the years. This year started off, like I said, very badly. My ex-partner broke up with me on Christmas Eve, and I was in a really bad way. Still suffering a little bit today, and it's going to take me time to get well, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to prove everybody that I am strong. I am stronger than more people think. It's just, you know, you've just gotta. You see somebody walking along, or it could be anybody. They could be suffering with depression or some mental illness, and you just wouldn't know. And they're fighting that every day, and they're finding that very, very hard. Because it's not easy. It's one of the hardest things that I've ever been through. I never knew about depression until back in 2011 when I first got diagnosed. Yeah, it hit me hard back then. And then I had a long time for a good time, 6, 7 years of greatness. Still a bit low, but things were well. And then I got hit with a real big bad depression again, really deep and in a real dark place. But I'm starting to come through it now, slowly but surely. So people never give up. Keep on going, keep fighting. And morning again, try this again. It's me back again to talk about my depression and how sometimes I deal with it, sometimes I don't deal with it. Today is not too bad so far because the sun's out, which helps me heaps. I'm just sitting on the football fields, been out for a nice coffee, and yeah, it's not been a bad morning today. But sometimes you just get a bit low, and you have to push yourself really hard. It's not easy having depression or a hidden mental health illness. You just have to take day by day and push through the hard stuff and enjoy the good days that you have. Yeah, it's been a hard year so far. Yeah, my partner broke up with me on Christmas Eve, which was a big shock for me. Um, but hey, I'm getting better each day, and trying to move on with my life and piece things back together. Yes, it's not been easy. I've had so many knockbacks in my life, but the last knockback was one of the worst ones I've ever had. Um, yes, it's hard to talk about, but I thought I'd come on here and just talk about it a little bit. Um, I tried to go live, but I'm not too sure how to do that yet, but I'll suss that out one day. But I just want to say there is hope out there for people with depression, and when you're feeling really low and really down, to have a sunny day like today is absolutely fantastic. I don't know, it does something for you, the sun. I don't know, it just makes you a little bit more happy. When we have a wet and down day, you get more depressed and more down. Even if you don't have depression, it affects a lot of people like that. We have to, like I say, push forward and do our best each day, and not let the dark times get you all the time. Because when you are in that dark place, you really can't see the light, but you do have to push through so you can see the light again. Because the next day could be a better day. Yeah, it might not be, but hey, you've made it through the night and you've made it through the day. So you've got to do your best and try your best. And no, it's not easy. It's a struggle every day, every single day, to get up and talk about depression. So yeah, push on, be safe, and do what you got to do. But get out there and you fight it. You fight that depression or any mental illnesses you have, because it's not going to go by itself.